Hey everybody, the Kevin McLaughlin here. I've been approached to take a look at these Blue Magic strings, the vintage nickel. Okay, so nickel is cool. I've always liked the sound of nickel. Hopefully it will be that way with these. And the other thing that I like about them is they're made right here in sunny Florida. Very cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and press stop and do all the dirty work and then show you my reaction once I've got them on. All right, well, I've got them on. And the first thing I'm noticing about these strings is how they feel. I don't know if it's because they feel super smooth or they just feel different. They remind me of a string I used to use a long time ago. You can't really get it anymore. I wonder if there's any connection. But anyway, these are, as mentioned, the vintage strings from Blue Magic here in Florida. And so far I like them. They didn't take, I do a good bit of pre-stretching when I put on a set of strings. Didn't have to do a whole lot. So you feel as though they might be really stable tuning-wise. They're holding their tune really well already. All the strings are really balanced in between each other. Volume-wise and tone-wise. No weird harmonics. So I think it's going to be a good idea. Now the test is going to be how well do they hold up in the blazing, sweaty, hot summer heat. So we'll find out. But right now, so far, first look, I like them. We'll see how they hold up on stage. They kind of have a vintage feel and a vintage sound to them. Definitely, I'm sure that has a lot to do with the nickel that's in here. There's supposedly some special process that they utilize to infuse these with nickel. And it really is looking good so far. All right, so Blue Magic vintage strings. I'm using 10s on this Paul Reed Smith here. And that's from being on for 30 seconds. They're still in tune. I think it's gonna be good. Let's find out. I'll let you know when I get back. All right, so I'm back here on the kitchen table bench, and it's been 2 months and 7 shows, and these things did great. I'm very happy with the way that they performed. Now, it's summertime in Florida, and most of these shows were outdoors. I was sweating all over them. You know, they look fine. There's no black spots on them. They turned black a little bit on the plain strings, but I left them on much longer than I normally do just to see what would happen. And what happened was, first off, the tuning stability for the first few shows was better than usual. They kept their vintage vibe, their tone throughout, and they were very consistent. I was impressed with the way that they aged. They just very slow roll off on the high end. It worked out really well. I was really happy with them. And the other day, the last show I did with them was an outdoor festival. And all I did was turn up the treble on my amplifier a couple notches, and then I was right where I wanted to be. The sustain was still there. They really aged well. Not going to be keeping them on that long all the time, but now I know if I have to, it's not going to be a problem, which is good to know. So again, we've got these strings, excellent strings. I believe I found my new brand. These things are awesome, and I'm definitely looking forward to using them on a regular basis. I'm even going to be putting them on again. I'll get these things out of my bag here. Right here. These are the ones. Vintage. They are vintage. They sound good. Thanks so much. Use these. They're great.